Salut tout le monde, bienvenue à notre deuxième leçon de la deuxième semaine de les ateliers préscolaires en ligne. Hello everyone, welcome to our second week and our second lesson of our online preschool. Very nice to see you all today. Thank you for being here. Merci beaucoup. What we're going to do today is we're going to do kind of what we did last week. We're going to go through some shapes and some colors to familiarize ourselves with the colors and the shapes. And then we're going to go into a lesson for today. And then we're going to do a bricolage, a craft together, okay? So, pour aujourd'hui, nos leçons, c'est comme la semaine passée, on apprend les formes et les couleurs en première. Ensuite, on fait nos leçons ensemble. Et après ça, c'est le bricolage pour le thème de la semaine. Et puis après ça, c'est la fin de la journée et on va dire bye-bye. OK? Mais maintenant, c'est le début de nos leçons aujourd'hui. Le thème cette semaine, c'est incendie et des pompiers. Et je suis vraiment excitée pour cette semaine. Je pense que c'est vraiment bien chose d'apprendre avec des enfants. So, we're going to be learning about firefighters and we're going to learn about safety with fires and everything like that. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this. And without further ado, we're just going to get started, okay? So for today, we are going to be singing our good morning song. We need to sing our good morning song together because we're all together. We're all going to say hi to each other, okay? So on va commencer avec nos chansons dans le matin, nos chansons dans le matin. OK, en première, c'est en anglais et après, c'est en français. So we're going to do it together. We're going to sing together. Feel free to do the hand gestures with me. It might take some practice, but you can just follow right along, okay? We're going to start in 1, 2, 3. Hello, my friends, how are you? Hello, my friends, how are you? Are you good? Are you bad? Are you somewhere in between? Hello, my friends, how are you? Woo! Like I said in the other video, in our first video last week, I like to go the woo when we're done because it's just woo! Yay! We're starting our class today, okay? Et maintenant, on fait la chanson encore, c'est en français maintenant. We're gonna sing in French, because it's very important that we learn our French too. Okay, so, on commence dans 1, 2, 3. Salut! Oh, bonjour les amis, comment ça va? Bonjour les amis, comment ça va? Ça va bien, ça va mal, ça vit comme ci, comme ça. Bonjour les amis, comment ça va? Woo! Oui! Merci les amis, bravo! If anybody sang with me, thank you so much. I love it. If not, maybe next time. You just need some more practice. On peut pratiquer ensemble les chansons, hein? So c'est good. So, now we're going to get into our shapes and our colors real quick for the day, okay? So what I thought we could do instead of was a little different from next week is I'm gonna choose a shape, okay? So I have all my shapes here. You can't see them. Ooh, my bad, sorry. You can't see them, but I have all my shapes right here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the shape, try and figure out what the shape is together, okay? That sound good? And then once we're done figuring out what shape it is, we're gonna actually say what the color is too, because each shape has a different color. I thought we might as well just do them together. We figure out what shape it is. Once we figure out the shape, we can figure out the color. So, en première, pour commencer aujourd'hui, on peut choisir une forme, mais c'est un peu différent que la semaine passée parce que on va choisir une forme, par exemple. Et ensuite, quand on connaît la forme qu'on a choisie, on essaie de faire une guess de quelle couleur est sous la même forme. OK? C'est une façon d'apprendre les formes et les couleurs à la même fois. Okay? So I thought that would just be a really good idea, and we'll just see how it goes. So hopefully it goes well. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have all of my shapes here. Okay, I have all of my shapes here. I'm just going to hold them all up for you so you can see them. So you know I got them all, and there's lots of shapes. Lots and lots of shapes. Look at this. That's not even all of them yet, okay? But just so you know, they're right here in front of me. You just can't see them with the camera. Okay, il y a beaucoup de formes. Regarde toutes les formes. Okay, so I'm just gonna choose one that we haven't done last week. Je vais choisir un par la forme qu'on a faite la semaine passée. Un autre, une autre forme. Okay, so I chose this one today. Can anybody tell me what shape this is? What is the shape? Quelle forme est cette forme? If you guessed a square, un carré, si tu as fait une guess d'un carré, vous êtes correct. Bravo, you are right if you said a square. Good job. This is called a square, un carré. Regarde, il y a 1, 2, 3, 4 points. There are 4 corners on this square, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 corners. And also what you'll notice about this square is each side is the same length. Chaque côté est la même taille. Okay? Ça c'est pourquoi c'est un carré. That's why it's a square. Now my next question, I'm sure you guys have already figured this out by now because I told you we're going to be doing shapes and colors at the same time. What is this color? I hope you can see it very well. Sometimes it's a little different on camera. Quelle couleur est cette forme? Prends ton temps, take your time, try and figure it out. If you said pink, si tu as dit rose, t'as raison, bravo. If you said pink, you're right. Good job. Okay, so that is our form, that is our shape of the day. Ça c'est la forme de la journée aujourd'hui. Un carré, a square. Okay? Good job, my friends. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go right into our lesson of the firefighters and the fire safety and everything like that. So maintenant on fait l'activité, la leçon pour aujourd'hui pour les pompiers, la thème de les pompiers, désolé. And what we're going to do is we are actually going to start with des modèles de sécurité l'incendie. Okay, so we're going to start with fire safety patterns today together. And I will be explaining exactly what they are, what patterns are. Je vais expliquer qu'est-ce que c'est les modèles. Et puis on peut pratiquer ensemble. Okay, so we're going to also practice together so we know how to work with patterns. Okay, so we're going to learn that today. Let's get started. Okay, everybody, hello, welcome back. Bienvenue encore. So we're just going to go over our patterns today. And patterns are usually something that follows a rule while it repeats or changes while we use different objects. Okay? Don't worry, we're going to go through lots of examples together, okay? Aujourd'hui, on va apprendre nos modèles ensemble, ok? Les modèles utilisent quelque chose qui suit une règle pendant qu'il se répète au change. C'est le 2. Ne vous inquiétez parce que ne vous inquiétez pas parce qu'on va passer en revue de nombreux exemples, okay, pour apprendre et pratiquer. So, before we start, avant qu'on commence, we're just going to go over all of the little pictures that we have to make sure that we're all on the same page as to what they are before we do our lesson, okay? So, avant qu'on commence, on va indiquer quelle photo est quoi, okay? So, we're going to start with her. We're going to start with the little girl. On va commencer avec une petite fille. Une petite fille, okay? So it's a little girl. What's this? This is a dog. Un chien. Okay? Now what's this? This is a fire truck. Un camion de pompier. Okay? And then it repeats again. Look at, so we got a little girl and a dog. Et répétez, il y a une petite fille et un chien. Okay, ça va arrêter tout pour ça. That's it for that one. So now we're going to go to this one. What is this? What does that look like to you? A water bucket. Okay, c'est en français un seau d'eau. Okay, that's what we use to put water out, right? It helps with the fire. Il aide avec les feux. What is this now? This right here. This is called a fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher helps put out fires. Un extincteur d'incendie. Ça, c'est qu'est-ce qu'il s'appelle là. Et c'est la même chose, un extincteur d'incendie. The next one is the same thing, a fire extinguisher. And then we go back to the bucket and a fire extinguisher. So that is that pattern. Okay, let's continue to the next one. So, let me just get a little bit better here. Okay, so here we are, une petite fille encore, a little girl again. And what is this? What does that look like to you, my friends? A little boy? Ça, c'est un petit garçon. Un petit garçon. Ok, encore, c'est une petite fille. Une petite fille. A little girl, then a little boy, little girl. Un petit garçon, une petite fille. Okay? Then for our last one, what is this? That is our fire truck, un camion de pompier. Okay? Then next, this is new. What's this? What is that? This is called a fire hydrant. Une bouche d'incendie. Okay? Une bouche d'incendie. This is where the fire trucks get their water. Ça, c'est où les camions de pompiers allaient pour l'eau, pour les maisons. Okay, then it's going to continue on to the same thing. A fire truck and camion de pompiers. And then the fire hydrant again, the bouche incendie, and then the fire truck. So, for our patterns today, we are going to be starting with this pattern here with our little girl, a little dog, and a truck. Okay? So, il commence avec une petite fille, un chien et un camion de pompier. Alors, regarde la première. Look at the first one. It's a little girl. Then it goes to a dog. Then it goes to a truck. Then it starts again. Look at, there's a little girl. Then there's a dog. So what comes next? If we take a look at the beginning here, it goes little girl, dog, truck. So that means little girl, dog, truck. Okay, so we're going to put a truck there. You see that? Alors, pour cet modèle, il commence avec une petite fille, un chien, un camion de pompier. Okay? Et il recommence ici avec les petites filles. Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est la photo ensuite? C'est un chien. Puis, c'est un camion de pompier. Parce que regarde, une petite fille, un chien, camion de pompier. Une petite fille, un chien, un camion de pompier. OK? Bravo les amis. Alors, qu'est-ce que c'est la prochaine morceau ici? What is the next piece right here? So if we started with a little girl, dog, truck, little girl, dog, truck, that's the end. Ça c'est la dernière. On commence avec la petite fille. We put the little girl there, and that makes our first pattern. Ça, c'est nos premiers modèles. OK? On va continuer avec les 3 derniers maintenant. We're gonna do the rest now. Okay, now, so let's continue on. So I just put this up in the corner. J'ai juste mettre ça à la côté, juste à la côté. Just so we don't need it anymore. So we're gonna continue on, okay? On va continuer avec la prochaine modèle. C'est une seau d'eau, ok? Une seau d'eau et un extincteur d'incendie, instincteur d'incendie, désolé, c'est un peu difficile le mot là, et un seau d'eau et extincteur d'incendie. Okay, so we have a water bucket, a fire extinguisher, water bucket, fire extinguisher. So what comes next? Qu'est-ce que c'est la prochaine morceau? Seau d'eau, extincteur d'incendie, seau d'eau, extincteur d'incendie. Okay, so that is gonna be our fire extinguisher. So we find our piece, that is the fire extinguisher, and then it goes right, I gotta look at it properly. Right there. Okay, bravo les amis. So as you can see, water bucket, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher. Water bucket, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher. Perfect. So that is the end of our, that is like the end of our 2 types of patterns, because look, it starts there and it ends here and then it starts here again. So what comes after the fire extinguisher? Water bucket, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher. Water bucket, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher. So the next is going to be a water bucket. La prochaine morceau, c'est un seau d'eau. Where do I put it? Right there. Un seau d'eau. OK, les amis, parce que regarde, c'est un seau d'eau. Extincteur d'incendie, seau d'eau. Extincteur d'incendie, seau d'eau. Okay, good job. Now we're going to put this just in the corner. On va mettre là le côté. Okay, so now we are going to do this one. This is our 3rd pattern here. So, tell me, my friends, what do we start with right here? Who is that? Qu'est-ce que c'est ça? Quelle est ça? Ça, c'est une petite fille, the little girl, right? The little girl, she's wearing yellow. Elle porte un manteau jaune. This is the little boy, un petit garçon. Petite fille, petit garçon, petite fille. So, little girl, little boy, little girl, little boy, little girl. What comes next? Little boy. You're right. It is a little boy. So, petite fille, petit garçon, petite fille, petit garçon, petite fille, petit garçon. So the last one, la dernière morceau, c'est une petite fille. That makes up our full pattern. Ça, c'est tous nos modèles. C'est plein maintenant. Okay, so you can see that. It's all completed. Little girl, little boy, little girl, little boy, little girl, little boy, little girl. Okay, good job, my friends. I'm gonna put that on the side again. Just put it on the side, on mettrait à la côté, okay, parce qu'on a fini. Et la dernière, let's bring that up a little bit so you can see it, okay? So la dernière, qu'est-ce que c'est les photos dans la dernière modèle? C'est un camion de pompier. Hopefully you can see that, okay? Et bouche d'incendie, okay? Camion de pompier, bouche d'incendie, camion de pompier. Qu'est-ce que c'est la prochaine maintenant? C'est camion d'incendie. camion de pompiers, désolé. Alors, la prochaine, c'est bouche d'incendie. Bouche d'incendie. And that's this one. Ça, c'est là. So, it's the fire truck, fire hydrant, fire truck, fire hydrant, fire truck. So, the next is the fire hydrant. Fire truck, fire hydrant, fire truck, fire hydrant. You say that too fast, you almost get confused. Well, let's go a little bit slower. Fire truck, fire hydrant. So, qu'est-ce que c'est la dernière morceau pour nos modèles? C'est un camion de pompier, une bouche d'incendie, camion de pompier, bouche d'incendie, camion de pompier, bouche d'incendie. And the last one is le camion de pompier. That's the last one is, la dernière sont le camion de pompier. The last one is the fire truck. Okay? So, good job everybody. Once you finished all of that, you can take a look. Quand vous avez fini, tu peux regarder encore de ton bon travail. Just look at your good work. Awesome job. And I hope that was explained pretty well, and I hope everybody really enjoyed that. J'espère que tout le monde apprend ça bien et comprend. So if there's any questions, feel free to reach out. Okay, merci beaucoup. Now we're going to go on to our firefighting hat craft, okay? So on va faire nos bricolages pour le chapeau de pompier. Ok, je suis excitée, j'espère que vous êtes excités aussi. On va continuer. See you in a bit. Okay, so now it's time to get started on our paper firefighter hat. Okay, so I'm going to go through all of the materials at first, and then we'll get started all together. So, we are going to need today a paper plate. Pour commencer nos bricolages aujourd'hui, on a besoin d'une assiette de coton. Preferably a very thin one. Une assiette mince est mieux parce que c'est plus facile de couper et juste travailler avec l'assiette, okay? So it's easier to work with it if you have a smaller, thinner paper plate, okay? So it's just easier to cut stuff. But if not, that's okay. You can probably make it work, no problem. Okay, so we need that. We need some paint, some red paint, okay? We need another plate like this to put the paint on, okay? We're gonna need a glue stick today. We're gonna need some scissors. These are big scissors. You're gonna probably be using kitty scissors, and a marker. We're gonna need a marker. And then we're also gonna need a cutout red construction paper. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna make a nice, sorry, I was holding it the wrong way, but you can make it a nice little badge here, okay? So, pour les matériaux, on a besoin d'une assiette en papier, un bâton de colle, des ciseaux pour des enfants, un marqueur feutre qui est noir, ok? On a besoin la peinture, les pinceaux et aussi un petit badge comme ça. Et c'est comme le papier en construction avec la couleur jaune. So j'ai déjà découpé la construction, le papier en construction, but so what you're going to need is just the yellow construction piece of paper, okay? So let's get started. Alright, so let's get started with this. So you're going to put your paint on a nice piece of paper, or sorry, on a plate. Mettre ton peinture sur une assiette. Okay, that's our first step that we're going to do. So once you've finished pouring it out, you're going to take your paper plate, prends ton assiette en papier, ton pinceau, et commencer de peinturer toute l'assiette, okay? So you're gonna start painting the whole paper plate. All of it is gonna be all red because firefighters are red parce que les pompiers sont rouges. Okay? It's okay if you get a little messy, c'est correct si c'est un peu messy. C'est expecté parce que c'est peinture. It's expected because it's paint. Feel free to put some newspaper down underneath, okay? Une serviette sur la table. Peut-être que ça c'est mieux pour vous. Prends ton temps. Just take your time. I'm going fast because I'm just going fast to show you guys as fast as I can. Okay? So once you're happy with all of the paint that's on your paper plate, quand tu es content avec la peinture sur vos assiettes, ou ton assiette, désolé, just mettre à le côté pour sécher. Okay, so when you're finished your paper plate, just make sure you put it on the side to dry, okay, because we need to make sure it's all dry and ready to go before we continue, otherwise it's going to get very messy and our hands are going to get messy and just not going to work very well, okay? So when you're done, feel free to start cleaning up your paint and everything like that, and we're going to be back once it's all dried and ready to go, okay? Quand vous avez fini et complété la peinture sur toute l'assiette, juste mettez le côté pour sécher et on peut continuer quand c'est séché. D'accord? Okay. Okay, now that we got all our hats on and everything, thank you so much for joining me today. Merci beaucoup les amis pour toutes les choses aujourd'hui. J'espère que vous êtes vraiment contente avec vos chapeaux des pompiers. Now we're just gonna go into our goodbye song, okay? So we're gonna say bye-bye to everybody until next week when we'll see each other all again, okay? So we're gonna start, this time we're gonna start in French, okay? And then we're gonna go to English, okay? So feel free to tape vos mains avec moi si vous voulez, okay? Et chante avec moi si vous voulez aussi, okay? Au revoir les amis, au revoir. Au revoir les amis, au revoir. Au revoir les amis, au revoir les amis, au revoir les amis, au revoir. À la prochaine. Good job, my friends. So now we will be doing our song in English, okay? So it's time to end our day. It's time to end our day. It's time to say a big hooray. It's time to end our day. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you had a great time, and I can't wait to see you all next week for our next lesson. Thanks so much. Take care. Au revoir, les amis. À la prochaine. Bye-bye.